Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Maury. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Said. Good morning, Brad. Yeah, good morning, futures trader. Ray 007, good morning. Ethan, good morning. So what should we do? I mean, should we do? Wait till the news and him start talking and see how that price bends and go from there. So what we're looking at right now is we have a 200 and 100 NT Rinko that is in sync on the long side. We have a swing trade target of 307. We're in the middle of the Globex band. I mean, that true, and also the Globex price, which is 282. So that is an area imbalance that favors the longs. Pullbacks are buyable against Harmony Zone number 1, which is 257 by 247. Harmony Zone number 2 is 232 by 222. And we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity in that area. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 45. We have news, Powell speak at 10 o'clock Eastern. So that's going to be a market mover, and the market is going to be responding to it. So I'm going to post orders just to see how well my system is responding here. Here you go. Let me just put an order out there. Okay, so that's good. System's responding well, and we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. We have a big target of 307. At the top of the hour, Powell speaks. So that means we have to be patient. So what typically you see in days like that? Hold on one second. There's a captain set up short right here. They just established 86. Here you go. Damn it. We should see a break under 80. Here we go. I mean, we should get to 75 here very quickly. See that captain set up switch trade? They did it twice in this area. So what's going on here is you're getting a lot of rotations in this market in and around Globex. Globex is 282. Pullbacks are still buyable against that level. 245 got a hold for the longs. You're getting distribution patterns in and around Globex, so you're getting a pullback. So that whole region right here, including the Globex at 82, is a problematic area for any long. So the typical behavior of the market is, especially if you have Powell speaks, is it consolidates and it churns and it churns and it churns and it builds up stops on both sides of the market. Then, depending on what kind of conversation we're having with Mr. Powell, the market breaks in that direction. So it's not a trending market prior to Powell speaks. So fading the edges of price action is typically on a scalping basis. Stephen Sayed, Brad, Stephen, good morning. $65, $69. Okay, 69. See that? I mean, they put double captain setup with switch trades up here, pulled it back, then bought it back up. And they're settling the market in and around the middle of the range. That is a non-trending behavior. But it favors the longs versus the shorts, and pullbacks are buyable till proven otherwise. The swing trade target is 307. Back to that 300, 191, 91. Okay. So we're hitting that whole number once again. 89 and a quarter, 89 and a quarter will set the stage for a captain setup short. Which means that the market will pull back yet again. So 89 and a quarter. Yeah, here you go. So that's the captain setup short on the 30 NT Rinko. So we should expect an 80 out of this price action for another pullback. Oh wow. Video 307, 97. Okay. All right, we hit that target. The next target is 332. Yeah, I mean the targets are long targets on a swing trade basis. We're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity in this market. Oh for half is an issue for this market. So we hit target number 2 coming back. The big target is 32. We got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to Pal Speaks. All right, 10 minutes, 10 minutes to the talk. So what are we seeing here? Pullbacks are buyable toward the target of 332, and I'm being patient and waiting. I'm gonna start getting involved once the speak starts. I don't want to get involved in anything prior to that. The longs are in charge. We have harmony zone number one that shifted to 282 by 272, and 257 by 247 is harmony zone number two. And those are two supportive zones. We have Globex at 282. So that whole area right here between the 88 to the 70 is very protective. So pullbacks toward it can present a good buying opportunity in this market. Potential captain set up long right here at 14.5. Yeah, here we go. So they're gonna push the price a little bit higher here. Captain set up short on ES at the 50. That should bring the market down a little bit, actually. I'm gonna take a step away here. We got 7 minutes to Powell speaks. Just gonna get some water. Come back. Sorry about that. A couple of things that we had the captain set up short on on ES with a target of 47, and here comes the talk and the top of the hour. Breaking under Globex will lead to a technical damage in the market, and the market will be a two-sided market at that point, and you're gonna get some selling pressure that's gonna have some legs that we can take advantage of it on a scalping basis. So right now we established channel number one on the short side right here. And we got Globex at 282. How long is he going to be talking anyway? Let's see. Because that can have an impact. Let's see. They're running it back up. See, the thing with Powell speaking, you really, you don't know if he could say anything at any moment and spook the market. So right here they put on a captain setup long with a 97 entry. If they fail this structure, you're gonna start digging into harmony zone number one and Globex, and the market can sell off in a meaningful way. Yeah, the algos are bored today. Well, they're never bored. They're never bored taking people's money. They're very excited about doing that. So I wouldn't. They're not moving that fast though. See that? Okay, so we're starting to break. We broke that captain setup, and see that's a negative signal right there. That's for damn sure, Eric. That's for damn sure. Text me. Here we go. So we're back to Globex. They're going to churn around here for a little bit. The market is out of sync. The 200 and the 100 is out of sync. And rallies are shortable on a scalping basis only. The big picture is the market's still intact on the long side, but we're getting a disconnect right here. So the swing trade target is 332, but the fact that the market got out of harmony, that means we may get pockets of sellers that are forceful. And I'm going to try and avoid trading in this box. This box right here. Well, this box. The question is why? Because look where we at. You see this line right here? You're getting a lot of, sideways price action around Globex. So that's going to be one of those places where, if I can see a scalp, I'll take it. But I'm going to go from interested in putting on a trade to it has to be super signal, like, double captain setup with switch trade. Like, it has to be something that's extremely, extremely solid for me to put a trade right in this location. Okay. This location has above average consolidation behavior. So you start breaking anything above 310 or anything under 270, then the different personality in the market will start showing up. Okay. What the market tends to do here is chop, 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 build stops on both sides, then take a direction, fail that direction, and retest and go. And that's not what I want to be involved in. Here we go. Powell's saying something crazy. At least he's starting to. Come on. Why are you doing that? Here we go. Well, thank you, Ethan. Yeah, the Q&A is the problem anyway. That's when they people take guidance out of him and end up really emotionally reacting. Let's see. Patience is a trade. So all right, I got an order out there at 24.25 if they get up there. I mean, there's a certain personality to this price action. I mean, it's slow. He hasn't said anything that really spooked the market either way. So maybe it's expected what's going on, and the market has um, a bullish tone, but we're still stuck in a range. So there are levels on the upside to short, and there are levels on the pullbacks to buy. Like 94 is a buy level, 325 and a quarter is a sell level, and I'll see which one gets there, and take a look at the market that way. I mean, not right now is a switch trade, so they're trying to push the market. That's a captain setup. So look what they just did here. You see this captain setup long that they failed, and they brought it almost to the same exact level and put a captain setup in the opposite direction. So that's a market that's showing symmetry. And whenever you have symmetry within a range, that means the market is still a consolidated market. Okay, so I have to take fading trades versus a trend following trades. If that makes any sense to you, it should. But damn it. Yeah, here we go. I was trying to get short. That's a captain setup switch trade. That's a good signal right there to go short. It just market is it went too fast. Okay, canceling that order. See, like a lot of the you know trend following systems will start going long right at that '07 against that captain, and they just fail here because of the personality. Good for you, safe man. That was a good one. I tried. You saw that. It just couldn't. I was too slow for that market. I gotta cancel my 325 order out there. That's not relevant anymore for the conversation that we're having with this market today. Man, look how far it's went. I mean, just you just scalped it and went away. Here we go. We're testing harmony zone number one. If they put a captain setup here, which they just did, we should go back up to try to test the 300. Yeah, here you go. See that captain setup right there? Yeah. So see, but that's just a testament to the personality, right? And the personality is they expand just above Globax, then bring it back in. They're gonna sell it below Globax and bring it back in. That's just a personality, and that personality is a non-trending personality. you almost have to go outside the whole Globex band in order for a trending personality to show up. So where would that be? Above 334 and under 225. Anything in the middle of that range is going to exhibit a certain personality. So if you try to trend trade and hold on to something for a long time, what you're getting is they're not respecting the middle of the range as much. So they come to it and you think it's going to hold and they flash sell it just to bring it back in. So you take your stop just to be whole again if you just waited 5-10 minutes, few minutes. So that becomes very frustrating. But that means that you're trading when you should be trading the outside ranges of price. So now here we go. They're doing the same exact thing. Captain set up switch trade to the long side. So this is going to go to 300 and above. See the repetition? They repeated themselves with the captain set up one long, one short. Then they repeated themselves with a captain set up short with a switch trade, and they did a captain set up long with a switch trade. So they're just doing the same exact thing over and over. It's amazing to see. I don't know. Anybody jump in on that one? I mean, I should have jumped in on it. To be honest with you, myself. Instead of sitting here talking. Well, because you're trying to trend trade, Adam. You're trying to look for a big move when there's no big moves. Shingo, good morning. Oh yeah, look at that. Right here. Let's see what they want to do. Here we go. They're getting to the top end of the Globex band, so they're gonna fade the market here a little bit, and we'll see, if they get to that 15-10. Target is hit. Next target is 382. Okay, 45. What a move, right? I mean, they're gonna pull it back. It's just a matter of where. Probably back to that 45.35 level to retest. If we can get to, yeah, that level right here, 60, break that 60. 61.75. Okay. There you go. There's a little bit of distribution going on here, so we may go back to that 45 level. I mean, they ran it so hard, so fast. A bit of a pullback is not out of the realm of possibility here. Ain't no sunshine when she can. Man, I tell you, this market is ruthless. Okay, look at that. Look at that. So I'm just gonna get in here, look for a scalp, which I should get, and a push back up to 40. Well, 40 is a bit aggressive, to be honest with you, but let's see. Okay. Well, Mr. Powell, what are you doing to me here? Okay, let's see if we can get up there. Ah, that's nasty. That's nasty. That is nasty, guys. That's nasty. That's nasty. And that's the last contract I'm gonna put on. So let's see. Took one off. I got to reduce my exposure to all of this. My stop is really under Globex, but I don't want to take too much risk here. I'll take two and cut it down so this way I don't. Yeah, I mean, if we break for oh 07, this trade should jump all the way back up to 25. Yeah, here you go. Come on, baby. Get to 7. You know you want it. Just gonna go ahead and exit this trade. I gave it enough time. It's probably gonna work too, but whatever. I don't want to be taking too much risk. I mean, if it gets back up to oh 07, I'll play. I mean, watch it get to that '07 and just shoot up. And that's just basically what there's a bit of a rounding behavior that's going on here. I mean, here you go. Damn. I just need to be a little bit more patient with it. But it's just that this market, it's just not holding levels like this. Is such a short covering run and trapping of all the longs. Then they come in here like testing harmony zone number one. You'd think in and around this area you should get a bit of a bounce. Boom, they sell it off. I get harmony zone number two, that should trade the middle of the range. It sells off. So I got this last line of defense, and I got in two contracts here, and I got break even like multiple times, break even plus money multiple times. It wasn't happening. So I'm gonna take my stop. I think we gave back a little bit. So that trade got me to negative 641. Let's keep working. I mean, there's a captain setup. I mean, if we go to 308, I mean, they're gonna have to run this thing up. Okay. I took one here, and I want to see if I can get to higher prices, like maybe 23s or something, 18s and a half. I mean, even here is a not bad spot for me to take it. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, that's a small profit, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my God. I mean, that's a captain setup on the long on the 20 NT Rinko, and a captain setup long on the 50 NT Rinko, and a captain setup switch trade on the 30 NT Rinko. So there's a whole lot of action going on here. So I'm gonna look for another entry. I mean, anything under Globex, which is 282, I just have to shift my focus to short. Right now, they have capacity to push this price back up to 325, 335. Okay, so I gotta pick that location and just gonna keep going. I mean, holding on to what I have, I would have been up money right now. But that's not what we did we? So that's where we at right here. We improved with these two contracts that we just took. And let's just keep working through it. Ah, hopefully somebody made money off of this. Yeah, here we go. Good job, Steven. Good job, good job. So they ended up getting to the target that we were saying that they're gonna go to. It just the way it behaved early on. I had to kind of protect myself. I mean, I didn't want to be down a couple of grand on a trade like that. But we got out of it here initially. They came back in, made a little bit of money. Now the target. I mean, future trader, brother. Anytime you make money, it's a good time. Anytime you made a good decision, it's a good time. The Doesn't matter what the amount is, or micro, or mini, or doesn't matter. You made a good decision. That's all. I was in the right spot at the right spot, not the right time, and just had to manage my risk a little bit tighter. So I gotta accept that, take my bit of a stop, and work through it. Yeah, that is the absolutely the key. Be very thankful. Now, I mean, look at this. I mean, you can't buy enough of this thing, right? They made it look so desperate, and the Globex. was a big stopping point. Okay. So I know anything under Globex would have been an issue, and the market just kind of kept rotating and what's the word I'm looking for? Um, let's go back to that boat. Into this target and potentially this target. And the stop to that whole rotation now is 300, you know? So it was, the market was coming out of that level. And how would you know? I mean, you have a major support, and then the market, takes the stops run, then you're making higher lows, multiple higher lows. Then this is a captain set up long, and this is a railroad long, and boom. All right. So Adam, how we're doing? Marty, Murray, Sheila, Steven, Sayed, Brad, where we at? Futures, Ethan, Eric, how we doing, guys? How we doing? Shingo, no trades. Okay. 35s, 35s. Down 500, Marty. Green for future trader. Okay, good deal. Good deal. We're going to get to 35 and potentially 29. So the question I would have is, since a solid kind of defensive behavior the market put on, if that is, what, where would we go and buy again? I mean, I have to be willing to do this. 24 and 14. I should be willing to do that. Right now they're putting a trigger trade and they're just running the price up. So that's bullish behavior. I don't want to be buying up here. I'd like to buy on a pullback. A little bit deeper pullback. We'll see. I mean, I'll have my orders out there and we'll see what the market has for me. 45. Let's see what they do here. So basically here I'm buying in the middle of the range and at the bottom end of the Globex, the bottom end of the cloud. If they give it to me, that is. What's going on here? Why did this market like all of a sudden just took a nap? Like they're stuck at this level here. They don't want to do nothing. Yeah, okay. I mean, either you go up or you pull back. Here we go. Switch trade. You just had to talk to it. That's all. You had to talk to it. Yeah, I guess so. So they're not gonna play with me on that one. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just have to cancel and try again. See, as crazy as these levels and trades were at the time, your probability is just so good for this to that area, and now they're even giving you even more. Juan, hey Juan, how are you, man? So the question is, what do we do with this type of price where we at here? The market is in sync on the long side, and we're looking for a target of 382 on a swing trade basis. Pullbacks are viable, and I mean, a pullback to the 25s, to the 15s. It's a good spot for us to kind of start looking at it. Even a pullback to the 30s and uh, a railroad long or a switch trade or a captain setup in that spot, that's a good spot for me. But I'm looking for the pullbacks as a buying opportunity. I reevaluate this market if we break anything under 310. Even if we break under 310, you have a lot of support around the whole number and around the 95. So there is a lot of levels that the market can use to support a higher price structure and a run up toward that big target at 382. It's just a function of trying to find a good signal with low risk reward. And up here is not I don't feel comfortable with it. Even if it's gonna work, I just don't feel comfortable with it. Uh, Something that I'm doing right now. I mean, I don't know if it's 10:15. We have a little bit of time. You guys could look at it. It's actually kind of interesting. It's called Upright. Okay, so that's the app actually. Upright. So it's a thing you put around your here we go. It's like a little sensor you put on your neck. Steven, come on now, man. Okay, you put it around your neck, and what it does, it measures your it measures if you're upright. It measures your posture. So if you break your posture, it zaps you. No kidding. It doesn't really zap you. It shakes. So every time, like I hunch over, look at this. Here you go. So I'm hunching over, and it start vibrating. Okay, so now I noticed something very, very interesting. It's a like, yeah, is when I'm under a lot of stress. I didn't notice that before. When I'm under a lot of stress, I break my posture. Not even thinking about it, just naturally happens. So when I break my posture, this is zaps me, and I get back in the upright position, and I just got it yesterday. And it's making me super conscious about how I'm sitting in front of the screen, and it's giving me a lot more energy. That's the first, a lot more focus, and it's alerting me to when I'm losing my posture and I'm losing my concentration. So I got it for $80, and Today is my first day of really trading with it. I love it, to be honest with you. Plus, I'm starting to feel like back pain, and a lot of this back pain is because I'm hunched. Used to be hunched over, in front of the computer for hours, and I was like, okay, if I keep doing this, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm gonna have some serious back problems. So I gotta do something today. Anyway, so take a look. I mean, nobody pays me to say these things. I do it because it helps me, and I think it's gonna help you too. Let me see if I can find the upright. Let me see if the upright. It's called upright. Here we go. Take a look, see if it's something that will help you. It's helping me, and I can only see it helping me even further in the future. So, like when I was in that trade down here, good Lord, I was getting zapped up left and right and center. Like every little movement, I'm getting zapped, and I'm like, okay, I must be under a lot of stress. I mean, I was, but it just kept making me straighten up my posture and breathe better. And I think that helped me from kind of emotionally reacting to that drawdown. Every bit helps, man. Every bit helps. Oh, man, I got screwed. So this thing is like $64. I paid $80 yesterday for it, like 2 days ago. So from Amazon, Amazon charged. Oh, okay. I got the Pro Kit. Yeah, that's what I got. Actually, that's what I got. Yeah, that's the one I got. Where's my phone when I use it? It's just next to me. Or, you know, I mean, if you leave it in the other room, or like you leave the house, you gotta have your phone with you. Most of the time, my phone with me is anyway. It's like biofeedback. It is biofeedback. It's just giving you uh, an alert to whenever you're pretty much under stress. Like right now, I'm not getting zapped because I'm not in any trades. If I get into a trade, I'm sure unconsciously I'll start doing this number and squirming a little bit, and that will break the posture. Anyway, take a look, see if it's something that will help you. I'll keep you updated on my deal. So they want you to do this for 60 seconds. I mean for 60 minutes. And yesterday I did it for like 3 4 hours, and today I'm gonna have it on me as long as I'm trading. So the big idea here in the market is you got a run up, and that's just a profound trap for the shorts. They, I mean, look at that. Boom, sold it off, then ran it back up. I mean, that anybody that was overcommitted, they just got crushed. So we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. And let's go. All right, so we got this channel that we were working with. ES is same thing, pushed against Globex into higher prices, and now we're making railroad long signal with a price of 54 entry, and you're looking at a 58 and a swing trade target of 60 and a half. Every time what, Eric? We're seeing a little bit of break here on. Yeah, I mean they broke it. Let's take a look at ES again. So look right here, the stop is right under that wick at 51.50, and the target is in the 60s, and they faded it here in the middle of the range. So that doesn't mean it's not gonna stop and turn. You have an entry here at 49. You have a support at Harmony Zone number 1. You just need the market to go back up to 53, and then that would be channel number as channel number 1, and they broke it, and you need a channel number 2 to establish itself right here. All right, so let's see here. Well, we got a couple of things that we could do. 35.25. Okay, and then I can go at the 18. We should bounce back up right here. Man, I'm getting zapped again. I gotta put my, yeah, we should be going up. I'm gonna cancel that other order. Here we go. Come on. You could do it. You could do it. Get up there. Ah, I took that one. It really should go above 35, but I chickened out. Man, I tell you, I'm zapping around here. Oof. Posture. Okay. The expectation here is to see a run up to 41 and a bit of stability, but that's not what the market is doing. They're pulling back to the same level. So that's a little bit weak. And now we have a channel. ES, let's take a look at ES. Yeah, it's suffering over there. So we're coming up to those two levels, 49 and the top end of the Globex band. So you need to get a market that pushes up to 50, 50, 75 in order for this price to stabilize and start moving back up. Okay, I mean, I can play this game again right here. They bring it back to that 0675. I'll take a long. That's retesting harmony zone number 2 for the second time actually. That'll be the second time. ES is not doing too hot over here. So we're breaking. So the established channel number 2, and they're breaking it. They gotta get back in above 50. I'm hoping to see a little bit of sell off into that 675, and then I can take a shot at a long. Yeah, we need to get a fill here. If they bounce it right back up, which they just did, that kind of kills that idea. So I have to go a little bit deeper now. 10 and a 300. And 300, be honest with you, if they go to 300, they're not gonna just touch it and come back. They're gonna run right through it. So I'm gonna have to cancel this specific order and leave the 92. I'll leave the 92.75. See if we can get filled on that. They're trying. I may have just talked myself out of a positive trade here. I think so. Yeah, I think I did. That's okay. The market is out of sync. 200 and 100 are out of sync, and off you go here. So they're gonna probably punch it up to the 23s, 24s. I'm getting zapped. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that '06 was well, that was a good one. I'm gonna have to cancel my order down there at 92. I mean, I could keep it going and see if we get there, but that was just hitting harmony zone number two and bouncing right back off of it. That's oh man. All right, let's talk about where we at for the day, since the market is going without me. So today is the 14th. We're down 334.26, and it's still close to equity high. We had that day. We had a very nice day there. Came back, a couple of good days. Small day, big day down. So anyway, so that's where we at. Equity high, I think, is 24 something. Yeah, 24.4. So that's that day right here. So that's where we at. And these are the trades that we took. That initial long that got tripped over, that one for a little bit, and we put three trades after that. Two of them, basically three of them, are 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. So that chewed through our drawdown to 334. And that's where we at. Now let's talk about Apex. So we're still working with 18 Apex accounts, right? They're PAs. So there's one of them right here. That's account number 21. It hit. That's a $150,000 account. So I hit the first 5,100, and I got paid on it. And this is the second run at that account. So we ended up getting to 7,200. So I'm gonna take a distribution tomorrow on this account, or I'm gonna put the request for a distribution tomorrow on that account. Now the account 30 and 38 and 30, I already got paid on those two accounts, and they're 600. They're the value of them is $600 now. It's a $50,000 account, so I just need to start trading in them and try to see if I can get them back up to payment. Okay, and if they go away, they go away, because 600 is really not that much money, and I'll just work on evaluation accounts and get two other accounts. So we got 34, 26, 35, and 17, and then around 1,300, 1,200 to 1,000. So those are the ones I'm going to be targeting the next couple of weeks, and or earlier if I can have good days in a row, and start working on getting them, to pay. And these are, that 21 is right here. That's the one that I'm gonna get paid on again. So that's where we at on Apex. All right, so we're patiently waiting to see if we can get to that 92.75 if we get down there. But right now the market seems to be firming up and consolidating between harmony zone number 1 and 2, which is a natural behavior if they're consolidating. The market favors the longs. So that's why we're trying to go long in this market on pullbacks. I kind of talked myself out of that trade at 06, but it's all right. All right. So right here, that's channel number 1. Brad, how we doing, Brad? Sheila, safe, Marty. Where we at, Marty? Any improvements? Oh, the captain. Big gradation go. Just watch out. Happens. Stay focused and grind through it. Okay, good deal, Marty. Good deal. Yeah, some days are just gonna be one of those days where, I mean, you're gonna expense a little bit. As long as the trajectory of everything that you do is looking like a 45-degree angle. So I mean that, like right here. I mean, I had, let's see if I can have, I had some days where, like, got slapped around a little bit. I mean, right here. Look at that day. Look at that day right here. That looked, I had this day right here. 2400, 1900, right here. What else? 1200, 1500. So it's a key whenever you have those type of days is to kind of keep your eye on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is as long as your equity curve, has a 45-degree angle, then these type of days will actually get um, smoothed out by the constant, $500 day, $800 day, 900. That's an outlier event, but 5,000 right there. 160, 390, and then you get a stretch of days where you're 1,000, 2,000, 600, 1,000, 500, 600, and that will really make an impact on your overall equity and confidence. But if you just kind of look at, oh my God, I lost, 1,600 or whatever that is, 2,400, right there, it's, you got to always put it in perspective of the overall trajectory. Makes sense. Always smile, always trade every day, in every way, keep improving, and it will work out. Anyway, guys, that's it. It's 11 o'clock. I'm just going to cancel that order down here and just going to call it a day. Call it a day. I don't need to fight in this market. And we'll do this again tomorrow. Guys, have a good one.